once you know the while loop, uh, but the while loop control the loop using the condition. But if you know the number of the iterations in advance, like you want to work 10 times 20 iterations, so you can use another kind of loop, that is for loop. The idea of for loop is quite simple. Or if you want, or if you know the number of iterations in advance, you have to use the control variable like for I in range 10. 10, this is the number of iterations. If you want to work 10 times, use range 10 and then print I. So you will see that in each iteration, the values of I will be changed. So if you run this program, it will show 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the mechanisms of range 10. Range 10 will generate the number from 0 to 10 minus 1, that is 0 to 9. So I will be changed in each iteration from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 9. Okay, so this is the for loop. Very easy, right? If you know the numbers of the loop in advance, use it. And you can change the parameters of range 10. Like if you want to work 10 times, but start from 1 to 10, you can use two parameter instead. If you use one parameter, it means that is you start from 0 to parameter minus 1, like the one that I show you here. But if you want to change the values of starting point, like this is 1, start from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the end point of the range must be 11, n minus 1, right? Okay, so let's try. So this loop will start from I is 1 to 10. When it reach 11, it will break from the loop. So you can see, very easy, right? Now, next, we have another one, like fancy index in the list. You can use the step. If you provide just only two parameters, it will be the start and end. But if you provide three parameters, it will be start, end, and step. So this time it will step by two, not one, like this. So it will start from 1 and then 3, 5, 7, 9. That's all. So guys, so this is for loop, but this is the number of the, we use the number, we use I to control the loop. But when we work in the real world, we have other kind of loop. For example, when you have the uh, when you have the list, when you have a list, like data is a list of 1, 10, 2, 4, 7. This is the patterns that are you we can work with the loop in the list, like for I in range length of data, we will work with all elements in the list. So we have to change the values here from I in range, the number of elements of the data. So we use length of data to be the parameter of range. So print data I. So you see that it will print all elements of I. Okay. So for example, if you want to check or if you want to count the number of even numbers in the list. So how many even numbers in this list? So we start with n is 0 or answer is 0 or even number is 0. So instead of bringing it out, just check that if data I divide by 2, 0, it means that this is even number, right? So even number plus equal 1. Even number is even number plus 1. In the case that you want to print it out to the screen also, just print the data I and then print n. This is the number of even number in the list. So you can see that it print 10, 2, and 4. 10, 2, and 4. 10, 2, and 4. This is all even numbers in this list, and it uh, print the number of even number as the last line of your output. So this is the first method that you can work with the list and loop. But for especially in the loop, you can use another kind of for. So guys, look at this. If I start with data is the same one as the previous cell, so if you want to iterate through all elements in the loop, you can use for e in data, print e. So for e in data, it means that in each iteration in the loop, it will use is each iteration. Each iteration, it will get each element in the list. So, for example, for e is data, the first iteration will be e will be 1. The second e will be 10. In the third iteration, e will be 2, and the fourth iteration it will be e will be 4, and the last iteration e is 7. So this is the way that we can use the for e or for element in the list. And same, you can check the number of even numbers in the loop. N is 0, and then um, if e mod 2 is 0, n is n plus 1, and in the case that you want to print it out, just print e and then finally print n. So this one is 10, 2, 4, and 3, same as the previous one, but we used for e in data instead of for I in range length of data. Okay, this is the second kind of for loop, and we still have something like for. This is a string. S is hello world. Please, I would like to remind you that string is same as list. So for C in S, print C. This one will iterate through all elements in the loop, and for each iteration, just get one character. For C in S, print H, print E, L, L, O. So you can see that this is the loop that in each iteration, it will like iterate through all elements in the string. So it means that it will get each character in this string, and you can work with the string like this. Okay, and then for example, in the case that some this is the example that okay, if you wanna get only the vowel from this, if you want to get only the vowel from this string, Okay, so I will use the vowel string to be A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. This is our first method, but we can use it like better than this. So if C in vowel string, just print C. So you see that it will print E O O. That is E O O. So this is the use the condition if print all vowel in the string. But uh, if you want to get the string, for example, filter just only the vowel from this string. So I will use output string to be an empty string first, and every time that we know that this is a vowel, we use output string is output string plus C. So, and then because this is compound statement, right? So you can change it to plus equal. And this is the final output. Okay, so if you remove this line, it will be the output will be EOO. So this is the some patterns that you can work with the list and the loop. The first one, use the index I to be for I in range length of the list. And the second one, for each element in the data, using for element in the list. Okay, and this is just only the simple example. I'll show you the next example in the next video clip. Okay.